the Iroc. So, this is it. It finally happened. It finally happened. I don't know. I'm confused about this. I told it that I want the orientation to be the other way, and it's not playing nice. I really don't like vertical videos, but for some reason, the update to the Facebook app really broke it. So, we're just going to go vertical. Yesterday, I finally listed the Iroc on Facebook Marketplace, and within just a couple of minutes, I started getting messages. I had over 20 people message me, and a friend of mine was really wanting to get it, but he couldn't come until 6, and another guy wanted to come immediately, and I thought, well, I better not turn down any chances because I don't know if the other guy's going to get it, and he ended up buying it. So it's kind of where we're at right now. I'm pulling the 4.8 out. Anybody looking for a 4.8? I've got one. He took pretty much all the parts that would transfer over to an LS, and he is taking the original engine, all the stock parts with the car, but he's not taking the engine I had in here, which was the ZZ3 back there. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. Ultimately, I'm probably going to sell it. Anybody looking for one? Got brand new fast burn heads on it, ZZ3 bottom end, good camshaft, good springs, so SRP pistons. Might need freshening up, but for a high boost motor, definitely would be an option for you. I've got a polished TPI intake and a ProFlow XT intake left as well, and I've got the 76 ball bearing precision turbo. All that's for sale. These are some of the parts that I have from the car, including the Dominator setup that he's getting, and the sub harness for it, basically the power and relay harness. And then I've got the stock radiator as well as the 9-inch back there. He's taken all that as well. So I'm in the process of building out his haul. He did good on the deal, and I got about what I expected to get out of everything. So I would say I probably got a little bit more than I thought that I might ultimately get, because I wasn't sure how fast I would see any reactions, but it just blew me away. I mean, I had people message me after it was marked sold. So for some reason, they really want to get the car. But anyway, what I'm doing now, taking out the 4.8, this is going to go on an engine stand. I'm going to drop the original engine back in it just to basically make it easier for him to transport. And I'm going to put my ZZ on the other engine stand. I sold the SUV as well, so now I can actually put the car up here. So as soon as this is gone, the only thing that's really going to live in the shop will be the 49, and then we have a Trans Am 2, a WS6 that might come in here a little bit. We keep it in a different garage, and then this stupid thing here hopefully is going to be going soon. So once that's gone, I'll have my shop back, and the only real plan that I've got in life is to finish the 49. Maybe. I haven't even decided if I'm going to keep it. The plan right now is, I'm kind of proceeding as if I'm going to keep this car. I like it, and Melissa really likes it, and she told me today, I really don't want you to get rid of it. But there's a lot of work there. We've got to basically do a lot of body work and ultimately paint it. It needs tires. The rest of it, the only real problem I've had with this build has been the airbags not staying up, and I've eliminated that down to, at least on the front airbag, a fitting, and now it looks like the driver's side rear airbag is having a similar issue. Unfortunately, it's going to be a little tricky getting to those upper bolts. It can be done, but I may have to cut access panels in there to make it easier. But cars, actually, I just drove it a couple days ago for the first time in 3 months. It's holding up good. I just need to finish it. I've got some wiring to clean up. I've got the interior, and that's basically it. So yeah, I guess a number of people were kind of surprised that I actually did it, but I've been threatening for quite some time, and I was serious about it, but it really just took it took me a few years to get to the point where I could part ways with this car. I don't even want to talk about how bad the loss is on this car. It's pretty bad. Well, I'll tell you that it's north of 30,000. So, and the car still looks great. I mean, when people have looked at this car, they know that this is done right, and it's going to be a great car. Now, here's the good news for all of you Iroc lovers out there. I am trying to find the chat. I'm having a problem finding the chat on this new version. I don't know if anybody's saying anything or not. I'm really lost right now as to whether there's any chat. I see a bunch of people out there, and I want all messages. I don't care about top messages. I guess I can see chat. I don't know. Well, anyway, the good news is this guy and his friend, they have been building some LS cars, some pretty cool stuff. And I mentioned to him, that I had a YouTube channel, and he didn't know anything about the whole deal of YouTube and having a channel and having videos that you can actually get paid for the number of views. So he said he will start a YouTube channel. If he does follow through on that, I'll definitely make a video for everybody so you can follow the continued life of the car. My understanding right now, his plan is to get it running LS powered, probably a 6.0, probably naturally aspirated for now, but he already has a couple of other turbo LS vehicles, so I don't think there's any way that this car doesn't end up with a turbo again. So it may even end up with the 76 that I've got. But seeing as how I just, extracted a whole bunch of money from him to get the car and the parts, I don't think he wants to spend the money at the moment. So that's what we are working on today. Shop cleanup, I can't wait. There are pieces of this car everywhere you look. And those two intakes, that engine, all the junk back in that corner under there, and some of the pieces here along the wall, all from the Iroc. And I've got boxes up there for the Holly system. All that's going to be out of here. I've got some pieces down here, and it's just the whole place has been a wreck for quite a while, since I've more or less stopped doing this. So I'm going to have my shop back, and we'll see what the future brings. At this time, I have no plans to build anything else other than possibly finishing the 49. But I've got various reasons that I'm, finally at this time liquidating things and basically preparing for, let's just say the rest of my life, the future, and this property, potentially being sold at some point and not having to worry about, housing a vehicle that I'm not driving or doing anything with. So that's basically where we are. I'm going to run this video out so I can get to work on this. I need to get this engine out, get that engine in the car, switch out motor mounts, find all the intake pieces and get them. Hopefully I've got all the bolts to put the intake together and I can sit it back in place. And just maybe when he sees the stock TPI setup in here, he might motivate himself to just keep it original TPI. That's what I would do with the car. I would just put it completely back stock and really just enjoy it for what it is. But I just don't have the energy, the time, and the motivation to do it, so it's off to the next owner. Catch you guys later.